abaana basula wa
katutandike mu bawala gye basula eno abawala gye basula resources zaffe si za mulembe abamu bafuka ku buliri kati emifaliso zikyali waggulu naye ate abamu basula babiri kubanga emifaliso abawala abali 8 kasitowa kaffe oluusi ekiyumba ky'enkoko tekitunaba kimaliriza sula omuntu notono eŋŋanda ebitanda tetulina wabitereka bulungi sipeesi ntono abalenzi basula wano abalenzi bo bali 6 challenge nti abamu tusuubira bagenda kutandika next term nga tufunye obusobozi kati abalala waliwo abantu abatuyambyeko waliwo essomero awo baliyita Jericho essomero baliyita Jericho liri awo abamu
Welcome to the Senior Citizens Talk of Hicgi News Agency. All our viewers, starting from Bangkok in Thailand and in Myanmar, where an earthquake has claimed hundreds, if not thousands of lives, as we are establishing to Kuala Lumpur and in Dallas, Texas, Pretoria, South Africa, Lagos, Nigeria, and back to Kampala, Uganda, where we are located. My name is Chivumbi Ernest Benjamin, your usual host. Sometimes we have had a few hosts joining us as we recruited as a company. Tonight, in our special establishment, we are looking at charity. Humanity is an issue of life which touches everybody, whether you are a Catholic, a Muslim, a Buddhist, Protestant, which tribe do you belong to. It is important. Empathy is one of the greatest special characters that we can express humanity. Mother Teresa was one of the very significant characters we saw in the history, supporting and doing a lot of charity. We are joined tonight by Kaggwa Idah Mirembe on the Senior Citizens Talk. She is a social worker taking care of vulnerable children here in Wachiso at her home in Chikajo on Entebbe Road. Madam Idah, welcome to the Senior Citizens Talk.
Thank you.
Could you please tell us what inspired you?
First of all, I'd like to send greetings to the viewers wherever you mentioned. I may not be able to mention all the countries and all where everyone is, but at least I can say hi to everyone. Hopefully all is well. The question is, what inspired me most? What inspired me most? Mostly I can say it's because of my background.
What's your background?
My background, I came from a dysfunction and a polygamous family, where there were many mothers, where there were many children. Where a mother comes in, doesn't even spend a year or 2 years on us. So, and it was not only me. By that time in that generation, men were men. Men were men. They had thinking that you have to have as many wives and many children, and you don't have to control. They don't have to control you, for you are the one who speaks. So when going through different mothers, with all their thinking, with all, sometimes they become biased. Why does this one is more loved? And not only that, as human beings, I think there are those who have a heart for others, but there are those who have a heart of being selfish. And that is the most thing, being selfish. I want my only one. I want only my children. So that is where it came in. And when I went to church, I found out that there are many girls, young girls mainly, who are suffering, who don't plan the pregnancies, who just fall into that pit whereby they're being used, and the next time they are dropped with their children. The man doesn't care. So they come, they don't have where to sleep. They sleep in drainages. They sleep in churches. And even in churches, sometimes they tell them, for us, we don't have a home. You don't have so many homes to put in women and their children. So that is where I got that inspiration.
Could you also tell us about who you are apart from the background?
Apart from my background, I'm called Idah Kaggwa. I'm a social worker, by the way. What else can I say? I am just an ordinary person. Normally, I don't want titles.
Yes.
That is why I'm not talking about titles. But I'm a person who is passionate for people, mainly children and women who are suffering. I have a heart for them. Seriously.
Could you tell us, many people or some people start orphanages for their own individual selfish.
Glovi Logistics Limited, your number one customs clearing and forwarding cargo consolidation warehouse company. We do air shipment, worldwide sea shipment, transportation, tax consultation. Glovi Logistics Limited is a competent company specializing in logistics clearing and forwarding services. We have the necessary skills and resources and partnerships to tackle sizable projects to our clients' satisfaction. We are located at Mganzaraza Plaza near the entrance of Katwe, Kampala, Uganda. Call us on +256 779 634 328 or +256 701 784 648 or visit our website glovylogistics.com or write to johnglovy@gmail.com. Glovy Logistics Limited, your number one clearing and forwarding company.
Welcome to the short commercial break. We're still with Idah Kaggwa Mirembe, a social worker who's taking care of vulnerable children, orphans. Most of them, if I'm not mistaken, are parents have died of HIV/AIDS.
Exactly.
Do you have some who are HIV positive?
Very many of them.
Okay, could you tell us their situation?
Their situation. I wouldn't want to mention them when they are all around here. Maybe we have who take medicine every day, but at least they have not known what exactly what it is.
I see.
They have not come to that. I have, as I showed you, this one had, this one has. Now he's a teenager. He has a brother. The father, knowing the situation by the time we got them, he committed suicide.
Committed suicide, the father?
The father.
Oh.
Just went into the lake, thrown himself there and drowned. The mother is still there, but still struggling with that stigma. She doesn't want the public to know. She doesn't want the children to know. You don't have to hide it. I have one also who has gone through a lot. I may not say that it is because of that situation or the drugs, but he has gone blind now. He was not blind, but recently he got blind.
Sorry.
So he couldn't go to these normal schools. And when you are here in Kampala, going blind schools are very far. So Roti, deep down in Mukono, where you have to have some money or someone to help you. He has a father, but a father doesn't want to know. I don't know if you can understand if I say a father doesn't want to know. The father doesn't want to mind. A father doesn't know that he even gave birth, that even he was once in a relationship with a woman. And the woman is a hustler. She is a hustler because she is also positive. Very much depressed. So every time canceling. But we managed with some of her relatives and others because she comes from a middle class home. But that one also, I got her through the connection of my husband. By the way, most of the children whom I have who are HIV positive, we got 2 of them and we got connected to many of them. So their situation, if they are on drugs, that is okay. When they grow and know and they know who they are, we hope that they will not be depressed so much. For them, many of them, one father died or a mother died or both of them are there. But one denies the truth.
There's this special one. I don't know if the camera can zoom so you can be able to see him. Right now it's 8 years.
Exactly.
You said his name is?
Jordan Mugabe.
Jordan. How did he get Jordan?
Jordan Mugabe. As I told you, that lady who had a housemaid had locked her in the house. Had locked him. And I think the mother was someone who was Mekolira Jange. You can know that. So she didn't know the proper father. So the mother also didn't want any connection because she wanted to abort. And she wanted even to kill him. They took him to the police in Hicgi and they locked her up. And she ran away. Her mother, the mother, I can say the grandma of Jordan, died. And this young lady was in the hands of an auntie. So the auntie is the one who was responsible when she got a job. The one who connected him to me was a counselor at Mildmay. So she approached me. Can you help us? I can even help a little. But unfortunately, she came only she worked there 2 months and she ran away. We don't know her whereabouts.
Wow.
But we can locate the mother, but the auntie. But the aunt said, I don't want to know. If she wanted to kill the boy, then I don't want to know. The father is not known. So sometimes those things get piled on your heart. If you're not careful to hide yourself in the Lord, they can bring you down. You talked about the donations, that most people start with the interest of the donations. But I think those who start with the interest of the nations, they know what other people can do, as you talked about empathy. It's very easy to joke on one's feeling, talking about empathy when you're having your hidden agenda, so that you can get what you want and you don't even deliver it to those who need it.
Can you tell us some more stories? Because these are very touching stories. Some more examples that you're taking care of, but they are stories.
I have I have a story of one of the young lady. Right now, she's happily married.
Okay.
She has a child.
Wow.
They are happily married. I got her. That is, many of them are touching stories. But I got that lady in the church where we are going to. Then the lady was staying in unfinished house with the man. The man is there. But there was so much domestic violence. When I reached there, the lady had many children. But there was this young girl, even another touching story I tell you. And I said, this is a girl child. I'm going with this one. By that time, she was almost 17. She was going in P7. She didn't want to continue with her studies. She wanted at least to go and make salon. And then I said, no, you can make it. I took her to school, to the school, Zana Community Presbyterian, and we counseled her with one of the senior women. When she did the interview from P7, she went to P5, but she was saying, I'm grown up. But we encouraged her. She accepted. She got focused, and she said, I'll not be taken out of the withdrawal. I'll get married. She did primary 7, did well. S4 did well, and S6. In 2023, she got married. 2023, sorry, she got married. It was a very beautiful function. So that is one of my touching stories.
Wow.
Yeah, and when we are there, the lady told her, you are Kisachi now, and she's called it Kisachi. Another one is Shama, one of the touching stories, because she almost died in my hands. By the time they brought her,
how old was she?
She was 9 months, but she was 1 kg.
9 kilogram.
9 months, 1 kilogram.
Oh.
And many of my friends abandoned me and said, no, it seems you want
to... Is Shama here?
Yeah, she is here.
Shama, can you come? Where is Shama? Come on, come quickly.
And you don't have to be shy.
Can you sit here? Shama was 9 months.
Shama was 9 months.
1 kilogram.
1 kilogram.
When you got her?
When I got her.
How old are you now? She's 14. She's beautiful. Can you tell us?
She is 14. She goes far, but she is 13. She is going to make 14 in December.
After getting her, what happened?
For more than 10 years, Kebbi International Group has been your #1 partner in tours and travel consultancy. We also do real estate, legal services, ICT services, and much more. Find us on kebinternationalgroup.com or write to us at info@kebinternationalgroup.com. You may also write to us at PO Box 35827 Kampala, Uganda, or visit us on Namaswa Hill off Entebbe Highway. Call us on +256 0200937566 or +256-394-8632 or 46. Or you can send us a plus on WhatsApp on +256-752-1375. 66 Cab International Group, your number one real business partner.
After getting her,
You can go back, Shama.
after getting Shama, it was really a struggle and it was a war. Because I had two of them. This one was almost 4 months, 3 kgs. But we didn't know that we could make it. One night, she was going. We had no means to take, we had no means of transportation. We had to walk from one hospital to another. We went to Naruja. Naruja was the last. We went to Enrob. We went to Naruja and they were telling us it was Easter Monday. I remember very well, and that was 2013. They told us we cannot even touch her because all the eyes had gone up white. But we had a bag and we said, in case of anything, we put her there. I called my sister who lives nearby. She told me, you bring her here. When she looked at her, she told me, why did you keep her to be like this at this extent? She vomited all night, diarrhea all night in this very big sheet of 6 inches. 6. So in the morning, we managed to take her somewhere where they directed us. By the time Banang, she was 5 months. Jordan was 9. She was 5 months. They told us it was measles. And the man is in Indeba. The man told us, you go, she will be well. But everyone at home thought that we are taking her as a dead body. But when we gave her the medicine, when she reached home, that is where she picked up from. And from that day up to now, she has never lost her appetite.
Wow.
She gained, though she was growing slowly. But she gained. We maybe we'll never, or we don't know, get a chance to know where the mother was coming from. Because we never saw her for us. We just got her from the hospital. The father was there stranded, and when he brought her, he said, I even have a brother. We said, you can bring the brother. But when they brought her, there is this young lady, she's my very best friend, and one of my workers, she told me, I told her, we don't have sponsors. We don't have anyone to help. I cannot take her in. That is the statement I made. And this young lady told me, Mommy, let's take up this girl. She's a girl child. If we don't take her, she's going to die. So that is another story. I have so many stories. Shantai, I got her when she was 6 months at Mulago. This is Shantai.
Shantai. You can zoom. She's 6 months.
This one, that was 6 months. Now she had grown.
Is she here also?
Yeah.
Shantai, where is she? Come quick. You got her from Mulago Hospital.
There was a worker, a social worker who was working there.
Hi, Shantai. Happy to see you. Yeah. Can you believe who you were when you were young? And how God has been so grateful for you? You love God? Okay. What do you tell our viewers? You tell our people watching us. What message do you have for them? Okay, you can go back. Thank you.
So Shantai, the mother was at Mutonde Christian Center. So another lady got her. She had nowhere to sleep and got her and took her to Busoga, where she got a job. Unfortunately, the lady reached there and became so ill. That is when they found out that she was positive. And that process, even that this one was infected. And even the 2 ones were also infected. The mother came when she was like this. but God gave her the grace as she was, and she came back to life, but she went back to, that is how she ended up. That is the one I told you that we buried her in Katindi. We will never even know where the place is because they gave it to us. The parents had died when she was young. The parents were infected. So even her, when she came, was infected.
When you see these touching stories on how you're putting smile to these beautiful children and tremendously they're surviving, what comes into your life?
I say that I'm privileged to give someone a life and for them to have hope. Though many times they may take it for granted. I may say that you get challenges from outside and from inside, mainly from inside. First of all, they may ask a question. Who are you?
Ask.
Who are you to stand in the gap? And even outside they see, she does what she does because she wants to get something from you. So there are those mixed feelings. How about my father? How did I end up here? One of them asked me recently, what is my original name? Why did you give me this name? How did my mother die? Then I told her I may not answer so many questions, but I know your relatives were there. And what I know, the relatives were fed up, maybe, the behavior of your father. For him, he was not concerned. Excuse me. How do you expect them to be concerned? And as they grow up, they may start asking questions. I have also another touching story. There is this young little girl. Excuse me. Her mother got sick when she was 5 months. 5 months, and the mother all of a sudden got sick and got paralyzed. The mother was staying with the grandma. The grandma is still there, but still very weak. So they were looking for someone to take care of that little young girl. And I said, I'll take over. I took over that young girl. The mother died recently in December 4th, 2020, 2023, I think. She was 5 months by now, but I think she would be in P7 because of COVID. She can also come here because she knows whom I'm talking about. She's called Tendo. She's there. She was 5 months by that time. I think I didn't take a photo of her, but she's here. But Tendo is there right now.
Where's Tendo here?
Tendo is here.
Oh, Tendo, can you come? How you got her at 5 months?
Of course, she can't remember.
Wow. From where?
From Bunamwaya, Ngobe.
No known relatives right now? No known relatives now?
The father is there. We even called him recently and we promised us, I'm going to send you 50,000 for school fees. We've not seen anything. We call him, he's not picking up the phone.
It's okay, you can go back.
The mother died recently.
Oh, so sorry.
By the time, when she got sick in 2010, she lost her memory. She got paralyzed for almost 12 years.
12 months.
12 years.
12 years.
That was, we got her in 2010. So there are so many touching stories for most of them. Maybe Nakalans will speak for herself. Pauline, come and you speak for yourself. A little bit, please. And as our viewers are listening to us, are seeing us, I want you to tell these children, because you're doing the charity, that they are not the only children. These are only a little fraction of the many children who are in crisis. We call them OVC, orphans and vulnerable children.
Orphans and vulnerable. This one is called who? Pauline. How are you? Oh, do you know your story? What is that?
As young as 2 dollars, one pastor when he was 5 years.
Sorry.
He was sick and then he died. We buried him, then we came back. My father wanted to take me, but I refused to that.
Laptop Solutions, your dealers in new and used computers and accessories. This is the gadget hub you have for all your components you need for computers. In Amazon, we do camera installations, software, hardware, networking, and repair and maintenance. We are located at Nalumega Complex G18, and we're here by Bomba Road. We're just opposite KPC Watoto Church downtown. You can contact us on 0782 999 089, or you can call us on 075 227 536. Amazon, your laptop solutions.
And then he was annoyed, so I could not go back to him. I decided to live with my mom because she was there when I was still young. She carried me when I'm crying. She carried me. So she took a good care of me. She educates me. I go to school. I never missed classes. She always takes care of me.
She walks a very long distance from here because she refused to go from the school where she was going. In Badamaya, where we live.
That's about 3 kilometers.
I'm not 4.
Every day.
Every day.
Wow. Which class are you in? Primary 5. Are you able to cross the road into the road highway?
I cross.
Okay. May God continue to protect you. What do you have to say to the people who are watching?
God, I just want to say that if you have you feel like helping someone, you help him or her with one heart.
Oh my God, that's so powerful. With one heart.
Yes.
Wow. What lessons have you learned in life?
Learned a lot. Learned how to help people and not take people for granted, because people give all their hearts to help you. You just take them for granted. You can't get any place. I've learned to be patient even though I don't have school fees. I believe that I will get.
It's a pleasure talking to you. You're so lively and confident. You speak good English.
Thank you.
Okay, you can go back. Mm. So, Madam Ida,
Yes, please.
this is a very touching story,
Yes.
and I saw tears coming out of you. Even me. I was emotional somehow,
Yes, I am.
and but you're touching lives and inspiring lives.
Thank you.
Do you sometimes feel like giving up?
Of course I do. As a human being, even Moses did. Even Jeremiah did. I do. But sometimes you say, now where can they? Where can? What is my purpose in life? Because I have a great feeling that maybe that is what God created me for.
And where do you get the support to take them to
The,
school to
the
feed them?
support I get it from my friends, well-wishers, and even my relatives. Those who get touched, not all of them, but those who get
Do
touched.
they do it weekly, monthly,
No, there are those who
term?
did who just do it once. There are those who promise and they never fulfill. There are those who do it like when we were starting, there was a certain lady, because people do not want to mention it, their names. But she said that as long as I get the salary I'm getting, at least I'll be able to contribute $100 a month. And she does it on the studying, what do they call it? Every month, at least $100 on consistently. She does it consistently since 2009.
God bless. Okay, you say the name of with heart. God bless you wherever you
Oh,
are
yeah. She's
for
a
the gift that
director
you're
of
doing.
one of the bankers in Uganda. One of the directors. She's working with a certain bank, which I would not also to want to mention. And also there was a story that the young juniors of New Vision came to visit us. It was during Women's Day. Then we got someone in America and she called them and told them, can you please give me the name of that lady? And that was 2018. But she has also been doing it consistently.
Oh,
They said I'll
thank you.
stand in the middle of food. I'll give you at least when you food budget, at least I'll stand in that. The others we are having, I mean, one of a fellowship called acrobatic. They have been so wonderful. Some of them had schools, many of children, many of these children have passed through them.
Oh.
Naja High School, Tree of Life, Alpha and Omega Kawempe. There is Lunguja Progressive.
Madam Sarah.
Yes, Madam Sarah.
Mm.
I cannot mention all of them, but I would like to say thank you. Thank you so very much. My friends in the church, fellow ladies, men, ladies help so much. They get so much touched. So that is it.
Do you have biological children from these ones?
One.
You have one. How old is he or she?
28.
Okay. Wow, he's older now. Okay.
Making that.
Wow. And this home, do you own it? Do you rent it?
We don't own it and we don't rent it.
That's it.
It is just our home.
You don't own it? You
We
don't
don't
rent
rent
it?
it. Some people helped us to stay here for
Okay.
a period of time.
How
Relatives.
how many years are you allowed to be here?
How many years are we allowed? We were not given a specific period, but it is up to us.
Okay.
Not to take it for granted, knowing that it is not our home and one day we will have a home. Because it's the father to the fatherless. Yeah. He takes care of the widows and those even who are homeless. That is what Psalm 68 says in verse 5.
When you skip, is there any day that they sleep hungry or they fail to go to school because they don't have needs?
Yeah. but not they may miss one meal, but not all the day.
Okay. Wow.
And there are some other people like friends. You know, you are a friend, maybe a brother, maybe a sister, may talk about me, tell someone about me, and that person tells that person about me, and that person tells another person about us. So you may be there and they call you, where are you? This one is the one who told us about you, and we will never see them. But sometimes you see they bring us posho, beans, rice, and everything. So we may not say that with so much luck, but we can say we are grateful to God, for He is a faithful God.
Would you be willing to take up more children out there who
Of course,
are struggling?
the need is so much, just because the plate may be so full. But there are so many people, young children who are suffering. When you go on the street, seeing them sleeping in drainages and polythene bags, when you see them selling maize,
The
very
streets.
young on the streets, bananas, when you see the mothers being beaten, mistreated, and denied their rights, there's so many of them who need help.
In your opinion, what do you think is the major factor leading to,
Children in crisis,
yeah,
major factor, domestic violence,
okay,
mainly AIDS,
oh, HIV/AIDS, okay,
abandoned children, neglected. A child is born. Maybe the mother is not even HIV positive. Just because you got a misunderstanding with the man, the child suffers. We have a saying in Uganda which says, "Enjove wezirwanira." Where two elephants fight, it is the grass which takes.
it suffers.
So when there is unplanned pregnancies, that is another factor. Unplanned pregnancies.
People have to plan for children.
Exactly. As our fellow Westerners do, and maybe even if you have one, doesn't mean that having many children is when you're going to get the help. But when they start going to school, growing up, and you have 5 from one woman, 6 from another woman, that is a dysfunctional family. You have to plan no matter what. No matter, I only have one. So there are so many children who are abandoned. And in fact, the percentage is so much than the children who are being loved by their parents. Hey, many don't get a chance, the father, to hug them when they're going to school.
The hug alone makes an impact to the child.
Hey, only saying that I love you. Going to check on them on their school academic only. But how would you feel if your child, you tell your father, I need a book. He says, I don't have. They chase you from school to pick school fees, you don't pay. How do you feel? He tells you that come back on this day. He doesn't want to pay. How do you feel?
Wow. As we prepare to wind up our show, is there something else that you'd like to tell the world?
Yes, I do. If you have a little space in your heart, I think it should be to every humankind, to every human being. You know, believers, we believe that God is the God of grace. He is so merciful and so loving. As we walk this journey of life, if you can, doesn't matter what you're going through, just put on a smile to someone, because that person may doesn't encounter anyone in life who gives him or her a smile. Empathy. Listen to others. The world is on a very high speed. We don't want to listen to those who stammer. At least we want to pull words from them. Speak quickly. We don't want to walk with those who are limping, because we are hurrying. Time is leaving us. But at least we can take time. We do have friends. We do have relatives. But everyone is blaming another one. You are not calling me. Why are you not calling me? Because we are now like this, you don't have to listen to us. So we should have that heart of listening and loving people. The most important thing in life is loving. You get so much blessed and you even live longer. You love even those who are not supposed to love, to forgive, to say thank you, to say can I please. Those are the most important things in life, because God is so loving. He loves so much this world. He loves us. We should love others. One of my best scriptures is in Matthew chapter 5. They say that when someone slaps you on the right, turn the left. Someone will say, how can I turn the left? A tooth for a tooth. But I say, if someone does you wrong, do good. Because when God, He is the one who gives us rain. He doesn't say, this one loves me, this one does not love me. So even we should love other people. Don't take anyone to be your enemy in life, because life is too short. Today you may be on high, tomorrow you'll be down. So that is what I can say.
To love and to be kind.
Exactly.
It's been one of the powerful messages. I know you have some flow, but you can pull off your mask a little bit.
No.
They may think I've been maybe talking to, maybe it's not you who's been talking. Okay, let's Pastor Idah.
Welcome to Princess Branding Services. Do you have a party, introduction, or you have lost a loved one and you intend to do burial or branding? At Princess Branding Services, they do branding for baby shower, political rallies, and all kinds of celebrations and functions. Contact us for great and friendly, affordable prices. We will brand your t-shirts, capes, bottles, umbrellas, photos, bags, frames, and much more. Contact us on the number on your screen. +256 783 20 95 79 or +256 744 580326. Email princessbranding256@gmail.com.
She has some flow, that's understandable. Kindness has never been estimated. It's one of the true reflection of humanity. And if you can, just like she said, you can love others. I know that this show is already touching lives and lives of people around the world ever since we started. And don't just watch, subscribe to our channel and share these videos. It's gonna be numbers on the screen for Idah. So if if you want to WhatsApp, do you have a WhatsApp phone?
Yes, but right now it's not working out.
It's okay. You can call. You can call her. Probably you can hear more from her. Maybe we shall come back and follow up what is transpiring in the lives of these young juveniles. Many of them that you've just seen were almost lifeless, but now they have hope, they have future, and this is what we're called to do. The show is brought to you by Cable International Group, Africa at Heart, Heal the Planet Global Organization, Global Logistics Limited, and on the camera has been Senano Abraham Roden. Until next time, my name is Chivumbi Ernest Benjamin.
The Senior Citizens Talk is brought to you by Africa at Heart, Heal the Planet Global Organization, Hicgi News Agency. Subscribe right now to get our latest updates sent you every single Sunday. Don't forget also the Talk to the World show that is running every Thursday at 4 p.m. Subscribe here on YouTube and make notification bell right here. Hicgi News Agency. Visit us on hicginewsagency.com and find us on all social media platforms on X, call it Twitter, on TikTok, Instagram and Facebook. Hicgi News Agency. Subscribe now.